Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and it's always exciting when we have a new arc, and this time we have Year of Hell Part 1 as a little celebration of the 30th anniversary of Voyager. And there's a lot of new stuff that we got, and a lot of complicated stuff as well, and with the Krenim that we had to fight, and you might have seen my video on them, we also got a new faction. And if you look at the bottom of the list of your factions, there's now the DTI Faction. And the DTI Faction is the Department of Temporal Investigations, like the building that you already have if you're Ops 42 or higher. And that is connected to this new faction. And there's a lot going on here, and you really have to watch out what you're doing because there's different kinds of loot nowadays, and you always have to choose what you're doing to get certain rewards here in this faction. Let's quickly remind you that there are two different exos here in this faction that you can get once a day. And you can pick one of those exos, and that exo is important to pick correctly because it only works against one of the two different kinds of Krenim. So really take care. If you want to do the static ones, which I suggested in the beginning, take the anti-static Krenim invaders, and if you do the charged ones, take the anti-charged Krenim invaders. So that's the most important part for getting started. But at the top you see that you also daily get free directives for those Krenim, and you get DTI Requisition Form 13A. That is what you need to get the EXO. But you only get one per day, and the maximum is 7 if you want to save them. Then we have two kinds of credits in here. And you see it's always in yellow and purple. And those are the two different rewards that you get from the different Krenim. You have the static temporal wreckage, that's the purple stuff, and the charged temporal wreckage, that's always the yellow stuff. And for this, you need, for different credits, you need the different wreckage here to get it. And the credits make a difference what you can purchase here in the store. I know it's a bit complicated and a bit more complicated than in the past, but that's what it is. And here you also get the reputation for this faction. That works the normal way like other factions that are not FKR, so to speak, because you can go higher, but you cannot drop in reputation again. So you need to buy the reputation here in the faction though. And for this, you can do this with both kinds of the different credits, but it's quite expensive. You see that I've got 17.6k, but 250 reputation. Need, that was wrong. Need 120 of those temporal credits. But to get the lowest amount of temporal credits, I need 240k of that loot. In this case, it's the yellow one. I have 0. But the same with the other kind. Oh, where's he jumping back now? The same with the other kind. I need 240k of the static wreckage, and I've got 17. So I'm a long time away from getting those credits at the moment. Then you can get faction credits here as well. You can get Syndicate XP here. You can get some favors here, which are quite interesting. And it's the same like with the Bajorans or the X-Borg, so you can open up and then you see the full list of favors. And there are favors that give you bonus for the different FKR reputations and also for credits, material, etc. But the two most important ones in the beginning I suggest are the quantum static disruption and the quantum charge dispersion, because if you look at those, they give you more bonus against those crenim. And it starts with 500% and goes up to 2,500%. So I suggest whenever you are able to get started with favors, and for me that will take some time before I can think about that, but still I would get those favors first. It's like at the time with the NX-01 when you need the critical damage floor. It really makes sense to get those to make it easier for you to defeat the crenim, because the higher the crenim you can defeat, the more loot you get, and the easier it gets to get stuff here from the faction store. So my priority will be to increase the amount of damage I can take. There's also a favor where you can increase the loot that you get, but I personally will start with a boost of my damage against the crenim. And then, depending on your reputation level here, there will be more things being unlocked here, including building material for the new building. There will be offices, but also the two new artifacts, like the crenim time weapon and that's the artifact then, and the new two chaos tech, like the temporal overdrive matrix. They are in the shop depending on your reputation level, though. Oh no, they only had a different picture, but it's both chaos techs and both artifacts like Janeway's pocket watch and the crenim time weapon are in here. And there's the temporal overdrive matrix and the chronophage. Those are the new chaos techs. They are in this shop as well, depending on your reputation level, though. And you can get, as I said, also some favors for your reputation. And there you see the quantum static disruption and quantum charge dispersion. I need 1,800 credits for first level, so that will take some time. But you already can work on the first stages of the FKR reputation. I haven't done that yet, but I wanted to show all that. So it's a little bit more complicated because of the two different loots that you can exchange into two different kinds of credits. But I do like that the new artifacts and the new chaos tech are both in there. It will need quite a lot of time to get to the point to get them for me, because when stuff is new like that and gets introduced into the game, it always needs some getting used to and how best practice it, etc. But the content is quite nice. Let's put it that way. But of course, I also want to know what you think about this new faction and the rewards you can get from this faction and the favors. And please write your opinion in the comments below the video and on Discord. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.